As you soar into your golden years, who's going to keep an eagle eye on you? Will you be able to remain in the very community that you built your life in? Because for some seniors who have chosen to call Saltspring Island home, One Care facility is providing them with all the supports needed to stay while they remain independent.
I'm still living like I did when I was in my own place, and that's the good part.
This is Heritage Place on the outskirts of Ganges. Built in 2005, the property contains 5 separate houses, each containing suites of various sizes. Between 9 and 12 residents live in each house, and a team of certified care aides, along with a registered nurse, administer care to each resident one-on-one.
And the benefit is they're not living in isolation, they're going to get wonderful nutrition, they are going to be supported in a sheltered environment, they're going to be safe.
And I think this is where I belong. It was written in the cards.
90-year-old Nadine Sims moved into Heritage Place in 2012. She did not want to be a burden on her 3 daughters.
The idea of my one day having to go live with one of them didn't appeal to me. Not that I don't love them, but I prefer my independence. So I told them all, listen, I think it's time that I went somewhere where you don't have to worry about me.
And while Nadine was proactive in getting herself into assisted living, there are other seniors that are resistant to any kind of help, like 84-year-old Marie Baumert, who moved into Heritage Place about 4 years ago.
It's lovely to have a family that cares for you, although it's somewhat restrictive when you have to obey.
A widow of 20 years, her kids all grew up and flew the nest, leaving her alone on a huge property. Her memory and mobility became an issue.
I went somersaulted over the side of the stairs, crashed my head into the glass sunroom just beside the stairs, and then fell down on my bottom. That was probably the moment that my children decided that, Mother, you can't stay here any longer. And I couldn't argue.
Although downsizing to a studio apartment was a big change for her, Marie is able to live here without much assistance at all.
She came here for community support. She came here so that there would be some other eyes looking to see if a problem happened.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye-bye.
Enid has a new lease on life here at Heritage Place.
I'm the great.
You're the great-great-grandma.
After having been transferred from a North Vancouver Island hospital bed.
She moved in here and she's flourishing. And she's walking again, and she's talking, and she's swallowing, and she's gone from needing the full assistance of being in a hospital to living independent, and that's what it's about.
Unfortunately, we often see families bring their parent in and they've waited too long and they no longer qualify, and then their options are limited.
If you're at the stage where you really need to go into a care facility, independent living kind or whatever kind, for goodness sake, start thinking about it a year ahead, because you'll be able to adjust much better if you do your planning ahead of time.
From Saltspring Island, I'm James Green.